M0FXB, welcome to my channel. In the middle we have the 705 and we are on 7074 for FT8. On the right we have my iOS, my Apple phone that is running SDR-CONTROL. This app does cost about £30, but you do get a lot for your money. Now I have got a antenna tuner here, which is the AT100M. I think it's fantastic for the price. They're only about £70. So we are testing it. So how do we even get to FT8? Well, let's just tap back to the normal screen, and we do have a scope here. We'll just let the scope reappear. And you're seeing here, even on the screen, you've got PD7, is it 3DN? When you're running the sort of iPhone, the smaller iPhone, it looks like you either have scope or if you tap that, you have the frequency. Now to change the frequency, you've got forward and back arrows, you can change the step, but it's automatically put us on the FT8. Now if we want to move away from that, because we went to FT8 and it just everything just started working, to be honest with you. And then I had the TX button here. Let's go back to receive, back to VFO, and let's set a completely different frequency. So we'll tap the band, 40 meters. Then we'll tune. Now we can either listen on the iPhone or the radio. It's up to us. There's a little speaker thing here. If I turn it off, we are now just going to receive on the radio. Like so. Now, maybe I've got this wrong, but if I change the frequency on the radio, no, that's right, it's all matching, look. We can tap. On the radio, you can tap and hold the screen. We're way out of band there, aren't we? So let's get into band. We can just tap the section. Right. Now, I'm brand new to this. You get the idea. So, on here, if we tune, it's not very busy today, is it? Let's have a look what we got. Like this, we can hold it down, slower or faster. Literally, the activity is terrible. Let's have a look what else we got. Mic iPhone, so we can actually use the mic on the iPhone. You've got Vox and you've got A and B. A and B. Let's do B. So it says VFO B there. Let's tap it. Like so. I'll select one to be on 20 meters. And we're on 20. So there's someone there. I think my antenna's not properly configured. Let me check. At the moment, we've selected our microphone to be from the iPad. So if I PTT, M0FXB, you'll see it's PTT in there. I'll just show you my little tuner working. Down here. Works great. Even shows the power. All kinds of information on that. M0FXB test. Now let's hit the FT8 button, shall we? You've got A, B, I told you that, showed you the bands. You do have settings here. I don't actually normally use an iPhone. RF power up here. A bit glary. So I can make it a bit less glary. We're going to be doing lots more tests on this. We've got a log, look. We can log things. I don't know what, I never have used a log. And I hardly ever use an iPhone, as you can tell. Just trying to go back. Next. Back. Tap it again. So I slid the whole thing up. Click save and it vanished. Log. Let's go to this we've got some things down here. FT8 there. VFO. Turn down the volume. Tools. Look at all that. And you can have this on an iPad. I'm not sure if you pay more for an iPad, but you've got all these, you know, what I'll do, I'll check every single one out in separate videos. Let's see if there's one that stands out. PSK Reporter, that's very useful. Band plan. There's your band plan. So, tools there as well. 705, that's all my settings that are in there. More settings here. Back to VFO, let's go to FT8, okay? So last time I just tapped RX. You do have to select frequencies at the top, yeah, as well. So I chose 40, which is normally very good. It takes you to the frequency. When they start to populate, and look, it's already put me in USB digital, selected everything for me. And what I like about the fact that this is Wi-Fi is the range is unlimited. It's anywhere in the world or anywhere in your house, depending on what you connect to. Local network is the connections in your house, and then you've got, you know, the internet, which is the world. So once we get a couple here, we can double tap one. It says TX there. My little tuner will kick in if it's needed. Like so, there's my little tuner. There you are, it's gone to TX. We're showing an OK SWR, not brilliant. It's TXing, 5 watts, the power is here. Now you can set the power on the radio. Now, remember, I've never used this before, ever. Okay, so let's tap some of these. We've got map here. So I'm guessing this is going to be your FT8 activity. I mean, how cool is that? Come on. And who is H&C? Is that me? Is that anyone? Home? And that's who I'm contacting, okay? I'm guessing that eventually you'll populate, you know, a lot more. Shame I don't know how to get out of it. Back FT8, let's go to settings. I haven't changed these. Waterfall, show FT8 on waterfall, short message, auto logging, PSK reporter, that's my call sign. Oh, copyright. Now how do we go back? Settings, options. So look, it's TXing. Now if I had an external power supply, probably do a bit better. I mean, it's on full power, but that's 5 watts, I believe. But it is so easy. I mean, that's what I like about it. You pay, but then you've got easy forever. You pay for the app once, but I do think you pay separately if you're using a tablet, an iPhone, or Mac. You do pay separately. So we know we've got a good clean signal there. So let's just tap this little trumpet looking item, see what it is. Filters, only showing call, hide duplicates. Yeah, hide worked before. Now if I was a big user, I would, you know, I would use that, wouldn't I? So leave it on FT8. No luck with that station. Now let's just go back to normal use after this. Actually, I'll just do it now. Stop the PTT. Now, I'm not, see that it's got arrows. You can have a big PTT, look. M0FXB. How do we get out of it? Oh, I just swipe down. Now, I think, let me tap, oh, is it still in, it's still in FT8, is it? Or did I just tap by accident? So now I'm interested in how you change the power. I can see the tune, but we haven't actually got a tuner connected. Filters, 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, we know on the radio you push this. You've got filters here, 1, 2, and 3. I think one of our items is getting a flat battery. Okay, let's go back. Split mode. Yeah, I saw that changing. XFC as your input. Monitor DTMF. Oh, that's good, isn't it? So normally you have to, I'm sure you have to pre-program it first. There's power. We are 100%, but that's 5 watts, not 100. Is that a tone burst? I'm not sure. So now let's just go to D-Start, because this is an interesting one, because I do use DR mode, and it doesn't give you the DR mode window, but it does put all the frequencies there. Now I think the RSBA1 does exactly the same thing. It doesn't tend to give you the DR window, but everything's there. So what other things can we look at here? We tap here, mic level. We can change the mic level here. Can we change power? I think I can't see a change there at the moment. Mic level, Vox, power. Now for the people that have used this more than me, so let's just show you the connection thing. So we disconnect, right? Now obviously my radio's already in there. If I select and go edit, all I've put in here is a title that I gave it, Icom 705. See if I can. Just when you're filming a screen, it's just so hard to get it clear, isn't it? But I still think it's fun. Anyway, the IP address does matter. I didn't change the port. The username password does matter, and I will put in auto connect. So we got done. So if I turn it on and off, it will just auto connect. Now the settings in the radio are, well, number one, we're using Wi-Fi, so that needs to be on. So you go menu, set. Go to down to wireless LAN, and you're moving up and down using the large VFO, or tapping the screen. Tap it. Then you want it on, so go to on. See that? Wireless LAN on. Tap it, select on, back out. Connection type, you choose station. Once you've, well, just show you how you choose that. You choose one or the other, okay? Then once you've chose it, go back, then go to connection settings. You want access point. And at this point, it will search your Wi-Fi and you can connect to your Wi-Fi. Okay, I really want to get rid of that one because it confused it earlier. But there's my Wi-Fi, and you would tap that and you put in your password. But we've already done that. Once you've done that, go down to where it says DHCP valid after restart and tap it and turn it on. And what that effectively does is give you an IP address. Write down that IP address after the reboot. That's the one that we put in there. Then we go back. We do need to have a network name and password. So tap to, not to where it says network name. We've already got that by default. That's the one that comes from the factory. Go up one, remote settings. You can have more than one user by the looks of it. Tap network user. I did give it user one administrator permission. But anyway, I created a username called M0FXB and I put in a password. And really, that once I did that, so there's our screen. Then I just close the app. So let's just see if I can just close this app. A minute. Well, not by the looks of it. Let me just get it closed and back up. Interestingly, I just noticed that, look, you can actually show a manual. That's good, isn't it? Just a selection. Quite like that. Close that. Swipe up. Now there's the app. So you tap the app. Now mine's going to connect automatically. But let's just say we're starting from fresh. Now I have put in some details. I didn't need to, but look, M0FXB, my grid locator, you know, where I am basically. Then you go available radios. And then let's just say I was going to add one, because that's the one I am. Let's add. So we'll give it a new title. 705-2, okay. IP address, well, you saw the IP address, so you go 192.168.0. I can't remember what it was now. Let's look again. Menu, set, wireless LAN, remote settings. See, it wasn't there. Connection type, connection settings. There it is. There 110. Okay, so we'll go M0F110. I didn't change the port. The username we know is M0FXB. It might say it's a duplicate, but we'll see. FXB. You need to make sure that everything's on the same network. That's the crucial thing. That you know that the radio and the phone are on the same network, same connection. So click add. Hopefully it's correct, and we'll just click. The top one is the new one. Connect. And if all the network's the same, so it's saying I put the wrong password there. So tap it, edit, password. Try it again. Let's try that. Yeah, invalid username or password. So I got something wrong. But you get the idea. Let me pause it and get it right. I think I've got everything right. Username, password. So maybe it is because it's a duplicate. But when you've got it all right, and you can select, you know, auto connect. Connect. Yay! Right. Okay. So we're connected. Now hit VFO at the bottom. You can see we're on the right one. We don't want to stay in FT8, so we can just go chat mode. LSB. I wish there was more activity, and then we can change the frequency like so. We can go faster if we want bigger steps. Change the steps. And tune up and down. And if we want to listen on the phone, we tap here and it switches the audio to the. Now the good thing is, and I'll do this and then end the video, just take my camera out here. You see my messy table, there's my tuner. I've been experimenting with so much stuff. Because we're on Wi-Fi, look, I can literally walk away, sit here with my dog, Mazzy. Hey Mazzy, gonna say hello? No? Gonna be a ham radio dog? Use her backside for the radio. I can turn it up. And if we had some nice activity, I could put the scope on, which looks great. Imagine it on an iPad. Now I have got an iPad, I'm gonna dig it out. We can PTT. It's telling me that I haven't selected the mic for PTT, so let's turn that off. So we just selected the mic on this phone. And we can go, remember, we can be anywhere in the world and do this. CQ, M0FXB, CQ, Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, calling for a contact. How good is that? And what I'll try and do now, actually, before we completely end, is I'll try and have a contact using my All-Star node in the house. Right, we switched to GB3WR. Let's see if we can talk. M0FXB, you receiving me? Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo. I just realised I've got to take my tuner out of line. But that was GB3WR. Let's just remove my tuner. I don't want to damage it. It's on 2 meters now. Try again. I think it's G6PZ. M0FXB returning to you. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Remember, I'm walking around the house.
Hi Andreas, good afternoon. Your audio is very, very loud to the point that it's almost unintelligible.
That's okay. We can adjust mic gain. I just adjust the mic gain there. This iPhone hasn't got the best speaker, to be honest. That's fine. Let's reply. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm actually connected via quite an unusual way. I can adjust the audio again. How are you receiving me?
Yeah, that's better. Still a little bit loud, but better than when you first came on, over.
That's the good thing about an iPhone. It will have really good audio. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to explain to you what I'm using. I'm on an iPhone at the moment, but I'm remote controlled via an app called SDR-CONTROL. Fantastic app to my Icom 705. And right now I'm filming I've got a full scope and a full control on my phone, on my iPhone, which is also being used as a microphone and speaker, or I can use the radio. It's up to me, but it's remote control and I can literally go anywhere in the world. Back to you.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. But you can just tone it down a little, turn the mic gain down or whatever, it would help. I'm not sure what it'd sound like in somebody's shack, but driving around, being mobile as I am at the moment, it's a little bit overpowering for my poor old ear holes. On the way into Bridgewater, Andreas. Hope you're keeping well. G6DZ mobile.
M0FXB returning. Yeah, well, I've got really good, actually, very good mic gain control. So let me know, because it's literally just a slider. I've reduced it now. It's about 35% now. Back to you. But if you could see what I'm saying, you'd be very impressed, because at the hit of a button, I can go straight on to FT8 and it does everything for me.
Excellent. Very good.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll be looking at some of the stuff you've been
How good
doing.
is that? More later.